pollution. Modernization, industrialization has led to increase in air pollution, contamination of air by toxic gases, and minute particles of solids and liquid particulates in concentration which is harmful to human beings and surroundings is air pollution. The major sources of air pollution are transportation, engines, power and heat generators, industrial process, and burning of solid waste. Almost all urban areas throughout the world show high levels of air pollution due to emission from industries, increase in number of motor vehicles, and open burning of garbage. In rural areas, burning of firewood, cow dung cake, agricultural residue, etc. cause air pollution. The earth itself contributes to air pollution through volcanic eruption, wildfire, sand, dust and storms, and other natural processes. Classification of air pollutants. On the basis of origin, air pollutants are classified as primary pollutants and secondary pollutants. Let us know more about these pollutants. Primary pollutants are pollutants that are emitted directly from the sources and are found in the atmosphere in the form in which they are emitted. Examples of primary pollutants are ash, smoke, dust, radioactive compounds, oxides of sulfur, carbon, and nitrogen. Secondary pollutants are pollutants that are formed in the atmosphere by chemical reactions between primary pollutants and atmospheric constituents. Examples of secondary pollutants are SO3, O3, hydrogen cyanide, peroxyacetyl nitrate, ketones, etc. On the basis of states of matter, air pollutants can be classified as gaseous or particulate air pollutants. Gaseous air pollutants exist in gaseous state at normal temperature and pressure. For example, CO, carbon monoxide, CO2, carbon dioxide, and oxides of sulfur and nitrogen. Particulate air pollutants are non-gaseous substances. For example, suspended droplets, solid particles, and mixtures of both. On the basis of sources, air pollutants are classified as natural sources and man-made sources. Natural sources include volcanic eruption, sand and dust, storm, forest fires, etc. Man-made sources include human activities such as industries, factories, aircrafts, nuclear experiments, automobiles, agriculture, and power plants. Now that we have seen the classification of air pollutants, let's move on to the sources of air pollution. Sources of air pollution. Air pollution due to transportation. Vehicles are major contributors to air pollution. More than 50% of rural air pollution is caused by vehicles. Automobile exhaust emits particulate matters, unburned hydrocarbons, CO, nitrogen oxides, and some carcinogenic organic compounds. Burning of fossil fuels such as petrol, diesel, natural gas, gasoline leads to the emission of carbon dioxide and other gases. Air pollution due to industry. Industries such as chemical, petrochemical, thermal power plants, foundries, cotton mills, and paper mills cause most air pollution. Dust is generated by various industries such as cement plants or stone crushing units and mining industries due to rock drilling and blasting. The smoke coming out from the factories has small particles of dust, carbon, metals, and other solids, liquids, and radioactive materials from various sources which get mixed in smoke and pollute the air. Sulfur dioxide is produced in various industrial processes. Sulfur dioxide combines with oxygen and water to form sulfuric acid in the atmosphere. This acidic solution in atmosphere results in acid rains. Air pollution due to agriculture. Open field burning is the main contributor to air pollution due to agriculture. Burning of rice straw emits gases like SO2, CO2, CH4, CO, oxides of nitrogen, and large amounts of particulates. Pesticides used in agriculture sector emit many toxic chemicals. Industrial farms pollute air by emitting foul odor and airborne particles. Manure decomposition produces greenhouse gases. Air pollution due to various types of burning. Burning of coal, forest fires, and firecrackers, municipal solid waste also contribute to air pollution. Effects of air pollution. Air pollution is responsible for major health effects. The health of countless people is endangered by air pollution every year. Air pollutants affect human bodies depending on following factors. 1. Concentration of air pollutants. 2. Nature of the pollutants. 3. Time period of exposure. Let us see the effects of air pollution on humans, animals, plants, and the environment. Effects on human beings. Air pollution can affect our health in many ways with both short-term and long-term effects. Short-term effects include irritation of eyes, nose, mouth, and throat. Respiratory infections such as bronchitis, pneumonia, headaches, nausea, and allergy. Asthma attacks. Reduced lung functioning. Long-term effects include chronic pulmonary disease, cardiovascular disease, lung cancer, premature death. Effects on animals. Air pollution also affects the breathing of animals. Particulates can cause many problems for wildlife. Particulates with metals are very dangerous to animals because they can build up at high levels in the body tissues of animals. Acid rain creates serious problems for wildlife. Effects on plants. Air pollution has tremendous effects on plants. Yellowing or chlorosis of the leaf and reduction in growth of various parts of the plant are effects of air pollution. Effect on environment. Air pollution can cause a variety of environmental effects. The increase in CO2 levels due to deforestation and fuel combustion increase the atmospheric temperature of the Earth. This results in the melting of glaciers and polar ice. Pattern of rainfall, if changed, will affect agricultural production. Acid rain. Acid rain is rainwater containing harmful amounts of nitric and sulfuric acids. When fossil fuels such as coal, wood, Petroleum are burnt, nitrogen oxides and sulfur are released into the atmosphere. These oxides are soluble in water. During rain, these oxides react with large quantities of water vapors of atmosphere to form acids like sulfurous acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and nitrous acid. These acids mix with mist, rainwater drops, or snow and change its composition. The rain or snow that falls to the ground is acid rain. Effects of acid rain. Acid rain increases acidity in the soil and water bodies, which damage trees and make water unsuitable for fish and wildlife. It corrodes buildings, statues, sculptures, bridges, monuments, and fences, etc., that are part of our national assets. It adversely affects agriculture and croplands. Ozone layer depletion. Stratosphere, the second layer of the atmosphere, reaches 48 kilometers above the Earth's surface, and at the very top it contains ozone. Ozone layer absorbs the harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun and protects both plant and animal life on the planet. Causes of ozone depletion. Scientific evidence reveals that stratospheric ozone is being destroyed by chlorine atoms of chlorofluorocarbon CFC molecules. CFCs were used as coolants in refrigerators, freezers, and air conditioners in building and cars manufactured before 1995. It is also found in industrial solvents, dry cleaning agents, and hospital sterilants, aerosols, and foam. During use of above material, a lot of CFCs get dispersed into the atmosphere. Once these CFC molecules are broken apart by UV light, it releases chlorine and bromine, which further demolish ozone at an alarming rate. A hole has been observed in the ozone layer in the stratosphere near Antarctica. This hole allows the ultraviolet rays of the sun to reach the Earth directly. These UV rays cause skin cancer and cataract in human beings. Ozone depletion can affect animals and plants as well. Greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is a phenomenon. The impact of greenhouse effect is global warming and climate change. Our Earth receives energy from the sun. The Earth's surface absorbs the solar energy and releases it back to the atmosphere as infrared radiation, some of which goes right back into space. But some of the infrared radiation emitted by the Earth is absorbed by carbon dioxide, CH4, and water vapors in the atmosphere and sent back towards the Earth's surface as heat energy, causing a warming known as greenhouse effect. The gases that contribute to the greenhouse effect are called as greenhouse gases. The warming due to greenhouse gases is expected to increase as humans add more greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, leading to global warming. The following table shows time during which greenhouse gases remain in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide has a lifetime of up to 100 years. Methane has a lifetime of 12 years. Nitrous oxide has a lifetime of 114 years. CFC12 has a lifetime of 100 years.